Alright guys, just want to give you a little update here on the future of Furniture Row Racing. And been a lot of talks. I know Martin said that he don't know anything, which, you know, that's a lie. He does know. But Furniture Row has made a statement saying that they will be running a car next year. Now my question is this, with the deal with them saying they're going to run a car next year, that don't really answer a lot of questions. That's just saying, hey, we may run a car next year, but will we have sponsorship for the full season? Will we have Martin Truex back as driver? A lot of answers are to come up in the future, and hopefully it won't be too long, because you know, a lot of drivers, especially with Truex and these guys going to playoffs, they kind of need to know what the future holds with that. So now my take on it is, if Martin Truex can get land of big sponsors, you know, Bass Pro Shops, Auto Insurance, they sponsor around, I'd say around 26, 27 of the races during the year. Well, 5 Hour Energy's dropping out, so that's going to leave you 7, 8 races there that you don't have a sponsor for. So if they can come up with that, and the alliance with Joe Gibbs, if they can keep that going, which I don't know the situation on that. I've heard rumors that it ain't going to happen, but I don't know what the situation. Something's going on, but it's like Martin said, though, in one of the press conferences, that Barty can't sponsor his own car all year. Now the question is, will Bass Pro Shops be returning? If they don't return, then I just don't see Furniture Row having a sponsor to go through the full season. Because with this deal with this Brian Friends thing, it's going to actually throw away sponsors instead of bringing them in. So yeah, it's kind of in a mess right now with that. But there is an angle that I'm looking at that's possible. Let's just say that Truex don't come back with the 78 next year. Well, Kurt Busch's contract's running out at the end of this year, and that is pretty much the only car I think that would be competitive enough for Truex would want to drive. I mean, yeah, Jamie McMurray's contract's running out and all that, but he's already been there before. He knows the situation there, and the other ones are just kind of medium core drivers. So the 41 car, Kurt Busch almost didn't get to run this year because they couldn't find a sponsor. But Tony Stewart and Johnny Morse are really big friends, big buddies, and Johnny has sponsored them before, and that rolls over to Truex and Johnny Morse being big buddies. Now, could this come together? Could Kurt Busch not re-sign, not get a sponsor, and with Truex being such good buddies with Johnny Morse and Tony Stewart, could that deal come together? Could the Bass Pro Shops go to the 41 car and bring Truex along with him? That is a possibility. So whether it happens, I don't know. Like I said, these are just rumors. There's no way I can say this is true or anything else. It's all rumors. So going back to where Furniture Row said they may field, or they are going to field a car next year. Well, that may be the case, but is it going to be a part-time deal, or are they going to struggle getting these sponsors? Or are they still going to be in lines with Joe Gibbs Racing? A lot of that is to be determined, and I think they're going to delay it as long as possible, and it'll be more towards, could be right after Homestead before they announce anything. You'll know if Kurt Busch don't re-sign with Tony Stewart and Truex hasn't re-signed with Furniture Row by Homestead. Your chances are, I would say there's a 60-70% chance Martin will go to the 41, because he knows they're competitive. Him and Harvick and Boyer's been teammates with Truex before, so I mean it's kind of like a thing where they all kind of know each other, kind of like a group thing. So we'll see what happens with that situation. That's just my take on that. Now, guys, I could be wrong. I'm just trying to keep this video short because I don't know a lot of facts about it. I just know that the way Truex acts. After the race the other day, they asked him if he knew anything about his contract, and he just said no right away. So, yeah, and plus, Truex is a driver, the more people's going to draw more money into. And there even is a possibility that Joe Gibbs could get rid of Denny Hamlin and put Truex in the 11 car. I mean, obviously he's the hottest free agent out there. He's like LeBron James of the NBA of this past year, whenever LeBron was a free agent. So I'm sure Furniture Row will try everything they can to get stuff put together. And you think with being the champion, you would have lots of sponsors, but for some reason it just don't work that way. I can understand 5 Hour Energy leaving because Monster Energy don't want 5 Hour Energy being the champion. I mean, that'd be kind of weird saying, hey, we sponsor a sport, but 5 Hour Energy is the champion. So that had a lot to do with them leaving. And so yeah, I've been paying close attention to this over the past few weeks, and I know that Rusty made a video today about it, and just want to say as of right now, it's kind of open, but if I had to predict if he don't stay with 78, I think the 41 would make sense, but that's just my take on it, so we'll see what happens there. But it's going to be a crazy off season. I think we'll still see a few sponsors leave these teams, and there's no telling what's going to happen with that situation. But yeah, that's my take on the future of Furniture Row Racing, and we'll see what happens, guys. And put your comments down below, subscribe, like, what you think's going to happen with the race team or whatever. I know last year they kind of struggled until they got 5 Hour Energy to sponsor them. They didn't know if they was going to have enough to do that, so we'll see. Because Jimmy Johnson had I can't remember what sponsor it was, but it was $12 million for like 12 races or something like that they would sponsor them. So that's crazy. But even Jimmy Johnson has announced his sponsor for next year. They're still in search of that. So I've seen some people say, well, Truex may go to Hendrick Racing, and I just don't see it happening. Too many young drivers, big sponsors, and Jimmy's still going to be around another year or two. I just cut that out. But the 41, I think, it's either 78 or 41, one of them two. But anyway, you guys have a good one. That's my take on it. I'll catch you guys later.